Baylor is a place where academic excellence and life-changing experiences prepare graduates for service in a diverse and interconnected global society. The Medal of Service for contributions to the professions honors those among the Baylor family who demonstrate innovative work and extraordinary leadership in their fields. Growing up just over the hill from Lake Erie, Kim Lubel never imagined herself climbing the corporate ladder. Raised in small-town Kirtland, Ohio, playing sports and marching in the band, her role models were teachers, nurses, and stay-at-home moms. So when Kim headed off to college, leading a Fortune 500 company wasn't on her bucket list. Graduating from Miami University with a BA in Spanish and International Studies, Kim looked to enter government service. When a mix-up derailed her joining the CIA, she accepted a scholarship to Baylor to pursue her master's. Classes by day, waitressing at night, it was here where Kim found her path, and along the way, what it meant to become a servant leader. From there, it was law school, then into private practice, where Kim's skills in transactional law landed her on the radar of an oil services company. In 1997, she joined Valero Energy as corporate counsel, overseeing more than $18 billion in acquisitions, catapulting Valero from small refiner to international competitor. In 2013, when the San Antonio-based company spun off its retail stores, Kim took the reins. As chairman, CEO, and president of CST Brands, Kim directs the second-largest publicly traded fuel and convenience retailer in North America. In 2 years, she doubled the company's reach in fuel distribution. In 2013 and again in 2015, she was named to Fortune's 50 Most Powerful Women. And throughout every one of the 1,900 corner store locations she oversees, you'll find the culture of servant leadership driving every decision, every employee, every day. It's the kind of leadership that helps CST employees raise millions for Children's Miracle Network hospitals and Big Brothers Big Sisters, helped a Fortune 500 company redefine its core values, and helped show young girls from small towns like Kim Lubel that if you follow what you love to do, anything is possible. When God called Tim and Janice McCall back to ministry in 2005, the couple had already given their lives over to the Lord's service, traveling to some of the most remote, underserved parts of the world. But as Tim soon realized, all those experiences were merely a preamble for the journey to come. A journey that began decades earlier when the two met at Baylor. Tim, who grew up in Memphis, majored in history while setting his sights on med school. Janice, who hailed from Abilene, earned degrees in education and music. Married in 1972, the two started a family while Tim went on to complete his residency. In 1983, the couple followed God's call to Nigeria, where for the next 11 years, they served as missionaries. Returning to Waco, Tim worked at the Family Practice Center, where he launched the International Medicine Department for young doctors, shepherding physicians overseas to perform surgery in countries desperate for medical services. Then, in 2007, guided by a strong sense of calling, Tim and Janice again stepped out in faith, this time into war-torn Uganda. Selling nearly everything they had, the couple moved into a 25-foot-wide storage container and set about restoring hope to a region devastated by civil war. In just over 5 years, Restoration Gateway is now home to over 100 orphans. The community has built houses, a church, a library, a brick manufacturing facility, and a school where Janice teaches. And in 2010, ground was broken for a hospital and dental clinic. Over the years, hundreds of volunteers from Waco and Baylor have joined to support Restoration Gateway. Programs have been launched to equip and empower young people with sustainable skills. And Jim and Janice McCall, propelled by their faith, give thanks every day as they see God's work in the faces of the children who will lead the next generation. Lisa Giocomo loves science. As a little girl growing up in the mountains of Colorado, she collected rocks, raised gerbils, and studied salamanders. Before she'd reached high school, Lisa had found her passion, but had yet to find her path. That changed in 1998 when Lisa entered Baylor. A psychology class led by Professor Susan Spooner opened the door to scientific research. A statistics class taught by Professor Roger Kirk opened her eyes to a career in academia. And volunteer work at the VA hospital and the Waco Center for Youth opened her heart to real-world problems like mental disease and memory disorders. By graduation, Lisa Giacomo had found her path. In 2003, Lisa moved with her husband to pursue a PhD in neuroscience at Boston University. 2 years later, she attended a lecture from a Norwegian scientist whose exploration of cells that trigger the brain's internal GPS system struck a nerve. 3 years after that, the couple moved to Norway, where Lisa joined the research team that would later win the Nobel Prize. Driven to understand the relationship between neural navigation and behavior, Lisa returned to head up her own lab at the Stanford School of Medicine. Today, Lisa Giacomo operates at the leading edge of discovery. She's the recipient of numerous honors and grants, the author of over 20 scientific papers. She's presented her findings to the scientific community in symposiums all over the world, and is as determined as ever to unlock the keys to understanding and treating the world's most debilitating diseases. It's not surprising that Lisa Giacomo, the girl who grew up loving science and helping people, would find her calling here, at a university where the pursuit of knowledge is measured in the difference it makes in the lives of others.